Things Kids Have Said at Bedtime, Part 4. This story starts off with a kid who began crying for their parents in the middle of the night. The dad came into the bedroom to see what was going on and see if he could get her back to sleep. After calming her down a bit, he asks, "Why are you crying?" She responds and says, "Bad man." Her dad asks, "What bad man?" And she says, "There," as she points to a spot in the darkened corner of the room. As the dad turns his head and looks, a lamp sitting on the bookshelf that is located in that corner falls off the shelf at the exact same time. Needless to say, the kid ended up sleeping in her parents' bed for the rest of that night, just to be safe. Make sure you guys like and subscribe for more.
What are you waving at, Liv?
Bye. Bye.
This was amazing. That's crazy. These are obvious eyes in the sky.
Can you imagine seeing this in the sky? You would probably think it's the eyes of God looking down on
Am I tripping, or was someone there?
Bro, what the fuck?
A lot of pictures may look normal on the surface, but have a horrifying backstory, and you're not going to believe the last one. This first photo is a beautiful shot of the beach taken by someone probably on a vacation or something. And while this is true, there's much more to it. This photo unfortunately was taken off of the phone of two vacationers who got swept away in the 2004 tsunami, and this was one of the last pictures they had moments before the tsunami hit. This next photo looks pretty normal, just kind of a guy that's staring pretty oddly at the cameraman. But this photo has a much darker backstory to it. The man in this photo's name is Joseph Goebbels. Now I hear you asking, who's that? Well, Goebbels was a Nazi politician and the chief of the Nazi propaganda movement. And he's making this face because this photo was taken at the exact moment that he learned the photographer taking his photo was Jewish. And this last one is just awful. This is a photo of David A. Johnson. And this photo was taken 13 hours before the eruption of Mount St. Helens. And unfortunately, Johnson would die upon the eruption of Mount St. Helens.
I was over here doing an investigation and I dropped my phone, like my whole phone stand and everything fell and scared Molly. This is interesting.
Does this haunted building in Galveston have a ghost's face on it? We went there to find out. This is a picture of the supposed ghost face, and it's on the side of the building. Apparently, the owners of the building have tried to wash the face off multiple times, but it's appeared on different portions of the building. Now, why would a ghost haunt this building? Well, local legend states that a farmer at one point didn't want to sell his land, but when he died, his family did, so he appeared on the building as some sort of revenge. There is another story that surrounds the building that's pretty eerie, though. After the battle for Texas independence, a man by the name of Bigfoot Wallace was granted land on Galveston Island, and apparently he never got that land. People say that his face is the one that appears on the building time and time again. I will say, it is a pretty striking resemblance when you look between the two photos, but I don't know. Do you think this is a ghost?
So here's some backstory. People who pass by the playground often say that they can see the swings moving on their own. People have also seen orbs or some weird figures. According to the legend, a lot of children that died during the 1918 Spanish flu pandemic were buried in the cemetery that is next to the playground. And the spirits of those children, some say, come out after dark to run and play.
Have you guys heard about what's going on at Chernobyl? Probably haven't heard because nobody's reporting it, which, surprise there. They don't want to cause a mass panic, but I feel like y'all should know. They've detected an increase in the amount of neutrons in an inaccessible chamber, meaning that there's a nuclear reaction happening and it's been increasing. It's increased 40% in the last 5 years. The part is that scientists don't even know what's causing it, why it's happening or anything, but they're trying to figure it out and fast.
About how my stepdad called us after he died in an accident in 2012. He died April 2012, and this message happened August 2012.
You have one old message. Thursday, 1:35 p.m. End of messages.
Don't go outside after midnight. This, my friends, is a witch's scream caught on tape. Click the plus, drop a like, tag a friend, share with 3, or she might come after you. I saw this video on Reddit and I had to repost it. It's a video from a woman who lives in Mexico. She swears that she came outside and saw this in a tree in front of her house, then heard this odd sequence of screams. My question to you guys is, what do you think it is?
This family brought their daughter to an amusement park for the first time and noticed she was acting strange. Upon reviewing the camera footage, they understand why now. I'm gonna roll the clip right now.
Story will convince you that reincarnation is real. A few years ago in the UK, a woman told her 4-year-old daughter that their friends had just had a baby and named the baby Penelope, to which the 4-year-old responds, "Oh, Penelope Nelson?" And the mom's like, "What? No, Nelson's not their last name." And the 4-year-old's like, "Oh, well, I knew a Penelope Nelson once, but she lived really far away, and she's in prison anyway." So the mother, being fairly confident that her 4-year-old did not know any prisoners, gets on Google and finds a historical record for a Penelope Nelson who was imprisoned in America during the 1900s. So the mother goes back to the daughter and is like, "How did you know Penelope Nelson again?" And the daughter replies, "Oh, her. I knew her ages ago. I'm glad she's dead."
At night, you really couldn't see all the details. But they cleaned them up really good when they examined him. But that's the original lion too.
Our national anthem.
When viewed normally, you can see what appears to be a cute little film effect on the transitions between lines of the song. When you watch the clip at 25% speed or less, that cute film effect scroll spells messages like, "Trust the government." And "Rebellion is not tolerated."